We have 89 vendors with 2 more pending, and there are people contacting me that also the Center Bakery at the Lodge is unable to participate, so I'm in search of something else that could go up by the ice cream.
Do we have a candle person?
Yeah, but doesn't mean you can't have more than one.
Okay, because I found
Okay.
people for you.
Perfect.
So, can I jump in? Did I cut you off?
Yep, go ahead.
So I went down to that District 5 home place in Manchog. She works on, it's not consignment, it's like the booth model, right? She has people who pay for spots
Her
in
booth,
her,
you're right.
in her place, like Burnett Mills.
Right.
She brought a good point. She said that a lot of her vendors in there have big pieces, furniture pieces. They're not going to do well
Oh, okay, right.
at a. So she gave me a list of her smalls, like people who have the smalls. Candle person, I don't know what these other ones are, but anyway, there's a few here.
Okay.
So I'll figure out wherever they are and I'll send stuff to you. I know we try not to have a lot of overlap, but even, if we've got a couple different, if
I
it's
just
overlap,
got
I think it's fine.
one candle today, but you've got 100-something spots, so I never put anyone close to another one. And I will be placing everyone on the street Saturday.
Is this typical numbers? Are we low, are we high?
It's about almost average. So that, some, for instance, they never come back because their business is doing like Precious Ones Daycare. They're not coming back this year because I just think they're overwhelmed they're full.
Yeah.
All of their places are full, so they're not coming back. And the River Church is unable to attend because they have no one to handle the booth. And all they were doing was giving away popcorn and water and information, but they have no one to handle the booth. And we did have someone who specifically wants Pleasant Street. So at the numbers we have now, we are up and around.
So we're up and around Pleasant Street.
Yep.
Okay.
Mary, I'm going to forward you emails right now from that account.
Okay. Now, I know Chris was here, but then she left because I didn't think, well, she just went home.
She sent an email that she was running up against time.
Yes, I understand that. She has reached out to people to become vendors and sponsor. She's trying.
Okay, that's it for vendors?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that vendor?
Yep.
So the Lulu Row vendor, it's like Lulu Row by someone, I don't remember her name.
I just called.
How did that come up? How did you hear
She
that?
responded that she was looking forward to our event on Facebook.
Oh, all
And
right.
it's tagged LuLaRoe by, and so I reached out to Mary, confirmed that she was a vendor back in, March or something like that?
Right, so I called her, and she said she is not trying to recruit anyone, she's not trying to set up any dens. What she is doing is selling what she has. Because I talked with her about that. I said, yeah, we have a rule that you cannot be recruiting anyone or anything like that. But we had discussed in the last couple meetings that if someone was selling their overstock or getting rid of their stock, we would consider them. So I told her I have to contact her as soon as this meeting is over with, what the answer is. But when I physically talked to her, she stated she's not doing anything like that. She's just selling what she has. Now, there was another vendor that just sent me a form under that ruling, And so I called her and she said she realized that, so that's why she drew an arrow on it saying it's indoors. So that what they have as a vendor space outdoors has nothing to do with that.
That's the drink place
That's
down
the
there.
BZ Nutrition place.
Yeah.
So
sell
they have Herbalife.
Herbalife stuff in there.
So what I do is, when I looked at the form, I immediately looked it up. Are they what we're saying we can't have? And so then I called her and she understood that. So that is their business. That's what they use anyway. So that's just going to be inside their own business. Their vendor space isn't going to have any of that product. So they're going to have like fall decorations, Christmas decorations, bags, t-shirts, that type of stuff in their vendor outdoor space. So they are still under the rules that they can do that, because I did call and question.
Sounds reasonable?
For the BZ place, the town business,
Yes.
Yeah.
they worked with the committee to.
She did. I
Yeah.
called her. She had it on her form. So just to make sure I was understanding the form correctly, I talked with her personally on the phone, and she realizes they can't have any food or drinks outside.
I'm happy to work with a business in town that works with the committee. We can help support them the best that we can.
We have a lot of businesses downtown that help. The Goodness Store, Harry's, and Gregory's. They're always so willing to work with the Oktoberfest and make things
Even
work.
Douglas House does. Douglas House does too. They help.
Yeah, I never get a vendor form or any prizes from them, so that's
No,
why
they-
if they're giving anything from elsewhere,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just didn't realize.
Yeah. Yeah, they give us prizes and stuff. They gave us pizzas last year.
Wonderful, okay,
Yeah.
so we'll let you go get more.
Back for more pizzas.
Gregory's has given us 15 coupons. And he
So-
lets our toy guy go in his driveway.
I think, yeah, I'm fine with the BZ. I'm on the fence with this LuLaRoe vendor. Cause like,
Can we let it pass just for
appreciate-
this year, because she did send her thing in March and it stated that she was only selling clothing. So and she wasn't gonna recruit, she wasn't going to try to, hey, have a dem and so I can make more money.
When you read up all of the stuff on that kind of business, they have to do a sizable investment in inventory. And then if they don't sell that inventory, even if they want to get out of the business, if they don't sell that stuff, they lose all their money. You know?
But for future reference for next year, I mean, we can discuss it again or let it go, because I personally have no problem with a Tupperware person being there, but, you know.
I mean, we're just working on her word that there's no recruitment here, she's not.
Right. She's not, and I've talked to her personally, and she said all she's doing is selling the clothing that she has. She's not even ordering more clothing for this event. She wants to sell what she has.
We'll send in a mole.
All right.
You look
You
at the
can-
mustache.
Tell me more about your business.
Gee, I want to join. She'd be like, nope, can't recruit.
I
Because
said
I
it.
have to do.
I said it. What is seller inventory this time? We won't take it next time.
Okay.
I'm gonna put in the minutes that she can sell her product only. And I will be talking with her personally tomorrow.
All right.
Alrighty, wait.
I got an email from.
Sorry, Tony, one more thing about vendors.
Okay.
Did you get something from Ken King Waves?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. I worked a lot with him today.
okay, he sent me an email. I'm gonna forward it to you, but you probably already dealt with it.
He is super nice to work with.
What's the name? The company?
Waves Soft Serve, or Waves Non-Dairy Soft Serve Incorporated. It's soft serve ice cream.
Okay.
Oh, is that the guy that I talked to that I'm gonna?
Yes,
yeah.
yes, I found him very easy to work with. He was super
Yep.
nice.
Yep.
We did find another French fry people. So they're going to have the old-fashioned French fries with real potatoes cut, just like Ray's. They're going to have corn dogs, chicken tenders or nuggets, drinks. All right, let's specify, water and soda drinks.
Yeah.
To go?
Yes, that is legal. So they are, we called them last minute, we talked with them personally, we've worked with them before, and they're willing to follow all the rules of what we need to do. And so they're on board, and we may have them just for all future reference. So,
So where do they go after?
where the Rays, oh, what do you mean? They're gonna go right where Rays
No,
are.
you said that they were like a vendor before, but then.
No, we know
worked with
them.
Before.
We worked with them at the
another
Northbridge
event.
Fireworks,
Okay.
because our Boy Scouts sell hot dogs there, and corn on the cob, and chicken tenders, and he sells his wares
Yeah.
there as well. So over the 12 years we've worked there, he's been there. So,
Sorry, another vendor thing. I reached out to BT's Smokehouse for barbecue, and I haven't heard back yet. Follow up in a day or two and see. I got another lead on a food vendor. They're called Kith and Kin, but I think their mobile food is a food truck. And we've not allowed it in the past.
oh, which reminds me, I don't have anything from the fire department.
Ooh,
Oh,
he
was the
here today,
fry
too.
thing a trailer? Like that was
I'll send him an
pulled?
email.
Yeah. It was a trailer. Yeah.
I'm like, I remember. Yeah,
There's,
okay.
yeah, they drop it off and
Technicality.
Notes everywhere.
Well, what's replacing Ray's Fries is almost the same type of trailer, and they're just swapping vendors. It's the same exact
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
so.
We need more food at the event because we're selling out, the event's selling out at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And now we're down a food vendor with our barbecue guy gone. So at the very least, we need to have the same number of vendors.
Well, the French fry
and
guy's doing
More than he
more
did
than just
before.
French fries,
So
so.
we're
Right.
at about even.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
And
Um,
88's isn't coming from, they were set up at the Jenks store. I reached out to them 3 times and they never contacted me back, so
I guess-
the last message I left was that if I don't hear back from you by Friday, I'm going to think that you were not interested, and I never heard back, so I just moved on from there.
Okay.
I gotta see if the Jenks store is doing food.
I will state again that every business downtown that has food or anything like that does super well at Octoberfest.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants something from a food vendor. They'd rather go sit down somewhere, or they only want to grab a slice of pizza or something like that. I mean, if you're walking around having a wonderful day, they're going to go into the sit-down businesses downtown.
Let me keep poking around and see if I can find a barbecue person.
Running out of time.
I know.
At least if you get a verbal, yes, I'm coming, and you have the forms, you can send them right away.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a bakery type. The Board of Health lady knows a couple of people that makes cookies as a business. So she was supposed to send me that information. I will contact her again tomorrow, because I want something to go along with the ice cream truck. Whether it's cookies, brownies, anything. Because all he does is ice cream in many flavors, but that's all he does.
So a food trailer is okay, a food truck isn't.
Trailer is okay if I can fit it on Depot Street.
A food truck is no-go. Is that fair? Is that where we're at?
That's where we're at.
A food trailer is okay, but if it's got a motor in it, then no.
Got a motor in it? No. Typically, like a food truck is bigger and wider. It extends way out, too far into the street,
There's quite a few people that reached out to me to partake, and they wanted the vendor forms, and then they never filled them out. Lemonade was one of them. People love their lemonade. Fresh squeezed lemonade. And I am still in search of things that are different for our Octoberfest.
Okay, done with vendors?
You done with vendors?
For now.
Okay.
We're done with vendors, let's move on. I got an email from the police chief. He couldn't make tonight's meeting, but we're following the same plan as last year. Exactly same plan as last year. With no changes. Parking, all of the parking is gonna be the same. The highway department's gonna put out the signs. You heard them say that kind of in the other meeting, that they were gonna do, marking all the streets and stuff. We do have a minor, thing, well, not minor. I reached out to, Whittier Farms for the hay wagon. And they said that they would do it again this year for $1,200.
And I laughed and said no.
What was last year?
$600.
They donated half the
Yeah.
cost as their donation to the event
Mhm.
by charging only half, so when we reach out to them again, they put it back to full price.
Yeah, they said that, that for whatever reason, business-wise or whatever, they needed, they couldn't do the 600 donation, so they would do it for 1,200. I did,
Yeah.
we come up with an idea with I guess the Council on Aging's got that little bus. We have a bus, it's like, I don't know, a 15-passenger bus.
It's in the parking lot.
In the parking lot up there. Before the selectmen's meeting, I had asked Matt who we contact about that, and of course you got to contact the Council on Aging and see, but it might be worth reaching out to them and see if we can get use of that for the day. Right?
Who's gonna drive it?
I don't know. Who do they have drive it? We'd have to find a driver, but
Do we know how much that upper school lot was used for parking?
it had a lot of cars in it last year.
After the morning craziness, like 11 o'clock, the event just exploded, and you couldn't even walk down Main Street after 11 o'clock.
There was a lot of cars out down there, and after, it was a slow start because of, but from noon on, the hayride went nonstop, and it was full all the time. So, and that was bringing people up. Some people just took the ride up there, they didn't even have cars up there, they just wanted to do the hayride. So they took, they took the ride up there and then back.
Yeah.
So, it made those lots up there a little bit more accessible, because it's quite a walk, if you're dragging little kids and stuff, So, and the parking areas that we have, I guess we gotta call St. Dennis again and make sure that we can use the upper lot like we did last year. I just remembered that. They let us use the upper parking lot.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad idea, it's the staffing. Just gotta have someone to drive it.
Well, that would replace the hayride.
Yes.
Okay, if we're gonna spend money on it, I would rather give it to, donation to the Council on Aging, they run the bus.
What if the
Nope.
hayride was from 12 to 4?
I don't think they'll, logistically for them to get the vehicles over here, probably don't wanna do it for half the day, would be my guess.
Yeah, I don't think it would change the price.
It's like you said, like probably for the morning part, like it's probably not very busy up there and bringing people around, but if,
Yeah, I don't.
for the second half.
But what happens is that when it gets busy, then it gets harder to get that wagon here.
Right, but I mean, the wagon's the wagon. I mean, the wagon could be dropped off Friday night up at the,
Yeah, but if you're gonna do that, then they're gonna charge us $1,200. It doesn't matter whether they're here or
not
not.
being used. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's a big expense. That's a lot, 1,200.
It's not worth
Anyway,
it. See if we can get the bus.
hmm?
See if we can get the van, the 15 passenger. See if that'll work.
I'm gonna reach out to them and see if we can get that. Maybe and or with the driver and, you know, give them a donation or something after, you know?
Beer tickets.
And then he drives the van. Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Anyway,
We like the bus on Harry Potter.
Does the school own the school buses?
So
Or
we
are
have-
those an
we have that
independent
going on.
company?
I don't know.
That, the school does not own the bus company. They pay the bus company to do what they
yeah,
do.
Okay, all right.
This is a work in process. Okay?
Oh, wait, you have to help fold hundreds of those. We need those as soon as we
I
can.
got a
so-
bunch of holes because you said you had additions that you haven't told me yet.
We need to put them in the businesses.
Yeah, but I'll get them to you.
Yeah.
But don't fret over it too much.
Huh?
Don't fret over it too much because it's going to be the smaller acts at this point.
Okay.
Everything big is booked.
All right, well, I can fix this. I left space because I didn't know what you had open. Like that honey badger's playing, but I don't know when.
Oh, you do have them. That was.
I thought it was 3 PM.
No, that wasn't on his schedule,
I
though.
don't have them yet. Okay, I'll get you stuff, and then I'll
Yeah.
tell you we're good.
So I need kind of, I do wanna publish this week,
Okay.
okay? So I really need to firm this up.
You need to change some of these sponsors too.
Yeah, well, this is a work in, none
Okay.
of this is
All
final.
right, okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so it's kind of like in super draft mode here.
Yeah, the sooner we can get this done, the sooner we can place them up in our own town and business windows, but also at the library and in surrounding towns. A lot of times they'll let you put up a flyer in the window so that people can see it.
And then, like, some of them I still need pictures and bios on, like, I don't have anything on Vito, I don't have anything on Kayla Drew, oh, yes I do. I don't have anything on,
I got you. I'll get you stuff.
Wiener races?
Now,
Oh, we need to talk about
there
that.
is no wiener races, let's talk about the doggy wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the Dog Orphans has proposed in lieu of wiener dog races a doggy wedding. It is an event that they have done previously, and the spirit behind this is to bring a couple of the dogs that had been adopted years ago back together in a fun ceremony. They treat it like a little doggy wedding. They've got the groom's dogs and the best dogs and the little outfits, and they march them. They've got a little white aisle and march them down, and speeches and vows and bow vows, I think is what it is.
And the races couldn't be done because the condition of the
No, we would've
Yeah.
figured that out.
start or the,
We would've
it's
figured
just
that out, I guess he just
This
doesn't
time,
wanna
It's
do it
just,
this time.
it's just late to the game. So-
Well, he has, the dog orphans, Ron has a lot on his plate right now. And
So.
I just don't think he can handle it this year.
Yeah, he typically starts coordinating this a little bit further in advance, and so at this point we're kind of late to that. So this would be in lieu of that.
Let's have a toddler race.
well, I think there should be some type of race. I think that people are looking
They were
for
looking for a race.
something, right?
So yeah, that's the wedding idea.
Can we have something, all
I-
right, I have a question. How long does it take to do the races? An hour?
No, I mean, the setup takes a little bit, probably 20 minutes to set up, and then the actual races run, I don't know, 25 minutes, something like that. We try to string it out.
Okay, so, I don't know, I'm with the doggy wedding.
Well-
But,
I would rather have that than nothing,
Right.
but I would like to add something else besides, all right, let's have the doggy wedding.
what
'cause the
time are you
dog-
doing it? Well, I'm trying to get the schedule here.
It's not gonna take, it's a 15 to 20 minute thing, which, so I could put it anywhere in the day. I would probably put it in the afternoon or late morning. It doesn't matter where I put it, I can put it anywhere.
Well, what I wanted to say was that the dog races brings a lot of people to that area. People love it.
Right.
And the wedding will be cute, it'll be fun, it'll be nice, but you won't have the draw of the race.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. I think it's quirky enough that some people will come to see it. But man, like, winter dog racing piques people's interest and curiosity a little bit more than a doggy wedding.
I think we have to like promote it somehow the day of, because I think people are gonna be wanting to know, okay, when and where is the dog race, and they're not seeing anything about it, but we have to probably eliminate a lot of questions the day of, but promote it saying in lieu of, the dog races this year, there will be a doggy wedding, or there will be some other type of race.
Yeah.
What other animals can we race? Turtles?
Do a trike race.
Trike race.
Do a trike race at Main Street.
I think if there's nothing else, then okay, we do the doggy wedding. But if we can think of another,
I'm like really on the fence. I have no skin in this game either way. Like, on one hand, I see it helps dog orphans a little bit. It's a little bit of advertisement for them. It helps a local business. It costs me nothing. I don't have to do any planning. Ron's gonna do it. All I'm doing is giving him 20, 25 minutes on the stage, half an hour on the stage, and something happens, right? So like, that's fine. If we have concerns about, I don't know, image or like,
No, I'm not worried.
it's like,
about
if this
that.
is
It's
like a little bit
dog
too
wedding.
weird, then,
Just make sure the dogs behave themselves.
yeah, they always poop.
Get around.
Well, that's,
Oh, that too.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
do you think after seeing it, people will say that the following year, well, we want our dogs to get married, or we want, like, do you think this is something
It
that
could- it
they're
could
wondering
happen.
how that can happen, and how do we get our name on that list? And
I'll give Ron's phone number. Call Ron.
There you go, call Ron.
Call Ron.
I'm okay with having the wedding, I just think we need to have something else too.
Okay, you got a big open spot at noon on the third stage.
Yeah, that's typically when we have.
That's typically when I
no,
just kind
we
of put
do-
the doggy wedding
Yeah, we
draft
typically-
in there, because that's where you had
Yeah, we typically do the racing
the racing.
at noon. Yep.
Because at noon, you got three things going on. The Welks go on stage A, and then Renee goes on stage B,
Yeah.
and then the doggy wedding out at the other one. Okay, so, so do you have more acts that we don't know about yet?
Any acts from here are going to be musicians going on stage 2.
Okay,
The lodge.
what do you have on stage?
Keep going
With
the other
exception. The one exception to that is I I didn't totally understand the answer from my theater person, my theater teacher.
Uh-huh.
I had offered him a slot on stage 2 if he wanted to have his kids do a practice performance.
That would be awesome.
Right.
Stage 2 or 3?
3, sorry.
Ay.
And I offered him a slot if he wanted to have his kids do a performance, and he said, I don't have enough kids to do a performance because of SATs. That sounds great, would love to do a performance. So I don't know what that means.
Even if you have 2 or 3 doing an act, if it's a good part of a play.
Yeah, so I might, that's the only exception. Everything else is gonna be on music on stage, the main stage, music on stage 2, and the beer garden. But I'm also fine, like we've talked about this in previous years, we have a lot going on in the event, and I don't feel compelled to have wall-to-wall stuff going on stage 3. Even more so now without Keith this year, because all of those people who are getting up and on that stage, I gotta like get them going and set up and everything. And now I'm like really balancing 4 stages by myself. So if there was just music playing down there, that's fine with me.
We need
In addition to stuff.
Now, 3 is the goodness store.
Yes.
3 is the
Mhm.
goodness store. Okay, so what's on
We
stage 3 all
We
day?
do need stuff to draw people
We
down
have-
there besides music.
I have Dance Sensation
At 10,
at 10. I have
Okay.
Magician straight after it at 10:30.
10:30.
Perfect.
He's a 45-minute set.
Wow.
Then we kick off the Larger Than Life Parade from there.
At 11:30, yeah.
Yep, and that's typically when we set up the dog racing when that goes off.
Yeah.
So if we did the doggy wedding, is everyone a thumbs up on the dog wedding?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Steve,
noon.
Yeah.
you want to
Okay.
officiate the wedding?
Aye.
Now this is all. I'll put a big asterisk next to this. Ron wasn't sure that this would give him enough time to pull it off, so I'll call him tomorrow and say thumbs up. But he may still come back and say, "I'm sorry, I just don't have the time now."
So if he says that, what if we did like chicken races? A lot of people in town have chickens.
Do you want to catch a chicken on Main Street?
No, but I mean, if dogs can run in
It's
an
not.
enclosed area, can chickens?
Chickens can kind of
Chickens can get
fly.
out of the, they
It's not
can.
that well enclosed.
Put their wings.
You ever try to catch a chicken?
I know they don't always get
Have a
along,
greased
but we could
pig.
race them.
It's not, no, I don't
Alright.
That'd be
think
so
it's-
much fun to watch.
All right, so
We can run it, we can.
Next
we
year,
can-
we're doing a greased
we can-
pig.
We can herd him up to the guy on Depot Street, and that's where he can make his chicken nuggets.
Oh, you're
this is
just
getting-
wrong.
this is getting-
Okay. All right, moving on.
Okay, so then, okay, so dog wedding at noon.
And then the next thing that you have on that stage, 2:45, is Ed the Wizard goes back.
Yes, that's right. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Yep. And then so it's just music between. It's just music after the dog wedding. It'll be music until I.
So
comes
the
on.
music you pump through the FM system, right?
That bear, whatever bear is, he's got a mix playing. Yep,
Yeah.
it just plays.
So that's from 12:30 till 2:30?
12:30 to 2:30. Yep.
Oh, I disagree with
I
that.
can't do it, Mary. I just don't have the capacity.
It would be
Don't
good
have
if there
the-
was just one thing on there, like 1 o'clock to break
It's,
things up.
it's what we've done, it's why we split the dog racing. We do the big semis and then we do a big, it takes us 5 minutes
No,
to
I
run
get
the
that.
finals.
I get that,
and
but
it brings
because
people
the
back
dog
down.
racing's gone, you're missing one
I
thing.
know, I got Ed coming on, we've got music playing. I just can't be everywhere like facilitating.
Do the
it all.
parade again.
All right, camera lady, can you juggle?
It's too late. I don't know if those kiddos I can ask if they want to do a second round of it.
Do the parade again. We
But
had,
that means, but then, it's not- I have all my acts lined up so that there's pauses.
yeah,
This is gonna be in the middle of their sets.
Yeah, okay, well, actually, you could do this, okay? You could, don't do a full parade. Have those puppets come out, play music, and have them dance with the kids down there.
I was going to dance with kids.
Yeah.
Before the, okay, let me
It'll be a puppet
Well,
meet and
yeah.
greet
Okay,
or
so,
something.
okay, so time out. Let me see if Skylar wants a stage performance. If he does, I'll put him on in the afternoon.
Okay.
That'll solve that problem.
Yep.
If he doesn't, I'll see if we can do a little
Meet and greet or something.
meet and greet, 10-minute walk, maybe the kids go walk around or something.
Yeah, so you could schedule, okay, and you can announce it on the other stages that, okay, at this time, do you want to meet and greet the puppets and, dance with the puppets or interact with the puppets?
That's interesting. All right.
You can bring the puppets back out.
So much.
It doesn't even have to be all 8 of them. It could be only like 2 or 3, It doesn't have to be all of them. Right?
Now, well, you used to, don't shoot me, you used to have the karate.
No,
the-
I have never had the karate.
Well, they may be willing to perform down at that stage.
Mm-mm.
And they,
No,
they
no,
bring all their own
He's
stuff.
not a fan
Nope.
of the karate.
It will not happen. Nope.
I'm
it's-
trying to help you
I know,
here.
it's awful, it's
How
awful.
about,
like,
wait a minute,
it's too,
wait a minute.
yeah.
Is Valley Tech coming?
Have you heard from them?
No, thank you. I reached out to every one of those ones that he sent me, and culinary didn't have enough people to do it, so they're interested for next year. I reached out and left a message for the robotics team and haven't heard back, because they could take that
They
time
could
right
take
there.
that
I
spot.
haven't heard from them though.
I know.
And it's been, you guys sent an email, I've sent maybe 1 or 2 emails, Mary sent an email, crickets.
Soon, yeah, well, I did a phone call.
So
Because
2 emails and a phone call.
People go down there to see them moving around and do tricks with the robots and stuff.
I'm a yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
I'm a
okay.
yes,
All
but
right, well, my question is, who is the best person to contact robotics and get an answer back? And I hear crickets. Not
Steve
even
volunteered.
crickets. Well, he does and his daughter does, but she would have to find that teacher and talk with that teacher, and that's a lot on her.
Well, she got the name, and she knows nothing about what
Yeah,
what
exactly.
we're doing, and
Yeah, yeah.
is that the only school with a robotics?
No,
Douglas has a robotics team.
Bay Path's going.
All right. How about if
obviously start with Douglas.
How about if I
Touch that
contact
stuff
BVT first and say, if I don't hear back from you by this time,
again.
I'm
No,
thinking.
just go to Douglas. You've called, I've emailed, like, let's stop wasting our time, just go to Douglas.
All right, I will contact the Douglas robotics team.
If in the meantime we hear from them, great, we'll have 2 robotics programs.
Yes, dueling robots.
Dueling robots.
And where would we put them? We'll have to figure that out.
In one space,
out.
they fight it
We'll
out.
figure it out.
If we have to figure it out, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so, all right, so they may need electric as well. All right. Now, what times would they be performing in the middle of the street? We have from 12:30 to 2:30.
Yeah, in the 2 o'clock-ish hour. Why don't we just see if we can get them first, and if you get them, let me know, I'll find a spot.
Okay, all right. All right, that takes care of that. Yay. Any sponsors? Did you guys any sponsors?
Only the one, and I got him to up his bid, so he's sponsoring the trains.
Okay.
I sent you the logo, and I went today to go pick up. Great,
Those go on the train.
okay.
Nice.
And I went today to pick up the check, but
Nice.
he had an emergency, so I'm going hopefully tomorrow after I get my daughter to school to swing by and pick it up at
Okay.
his shop. So
All right, that's helpful.
that was the 625.
So, yes, I have, so I've already taken care of that, so these are done for the train guy.
Okay. Those are stickers, like a big sticker?
Hmm?
Is that just like a big sticker?
Oh, it's just a big piece of
It's a
paper
big-
that he's got
it's a big
attached to something.
Card that I can tape on. Yeah, same thing.
Oh,
all right.
you can have it, that's sponsored right here by them. How cool is that?
Did you guys see we got a write-up in one of the newspapers? I think it was the Blackstone Valley Tribune.
Yes, we read that.
We got a
We got
write-up
it.
there.
Yep.
I need another one. Get another write-up up there.
I will say that, I think his name is Dennis Bishop on Douglas Blackstone, whatever, on Facebook. He has been promoting Octoberfest as well.
Wait, what?
On Facebook. I think his name is Dennis Bishop, and
Oh.
he has his own Facebook page. It's not Weird Dynamic Douglas. He's the Douglas Blackstone something.
Yeah.
And he put up something yesterday or today about, he even added the link for vendors and all that.
That's me.
It said Dennis Bishop up in the corner under the title.
Huh, okay.
But someone had asked about it, and you had
I've also
attached
been,
that.
I've also
Yes.
been sending out Facebook stuff. I posted a picture of the sign today. Yeah, just trying to raise a little bit of hype. I also added you as an
Mhm.
admin person, so
I accepted that.
feel
Yeah.
free to join in.
Took me a little bit to figure out how to switch from, personal to that one.
I have a couple of volunteers that have signed up for certain things, so I'll email that to you so
Okay.
you can include it on the form.
All right. One thing I didn't see on that volunteer form was doing the tickets for the rides and stuff like that. Remember how we talked about somebody that we could trust with money, and like I
Oh,
said,
the ticket booth.
my sister could
Yeah,
do
I
that, and maybe
didn't-
my mom.
Yeah, you were gonna put them in there. You
Right,
didn't-
but I'm saying like on this list of things, I didn't see
Does it have
like
the
ticket
ticket
booth. I
booth?
see administration
Let me see,
table.
let me see. Ticket booth, 21 plus.
Oh, it's up at the very top. Okay.
That helps.
The first one.
Same space you changed the Facebook.
He has a highlighter if you need it.
Got it.
Oops.
Okay.
Actually, when I print it, it's usually on a piece of paper this big, so that you can actually see it. You print it like real small.
Oh, no, with my glasses I can read it. He's good cheaters.
I suppose, yeah, you can see it. All right, anyway,
Okay.
yeah, you can do it.
Okay. So you're gonna send me a couple more. I'm still.
I have a couple more that have signed up for particular spots, so
Okay.
I have one for, what, the spinny wheel or something.
And these are like what 2-hour slots,
They're
Some
2 hour
are
slots.
half days.
most of them. So people can do more if they want, or
Yep,
we just need to.
you can sign up for 2.
Okay.
I usually tell my Boy Scouts they have to sign up for 2 slots, don't put them back to back.
Don't put them back to back.
Unless they want back-to-back to get it done. Our Damien wants
Yeah.
back-to-back.
Yeah, yeah, but it's hard to do them back to back though, because, you know, they gotta go to the bathroom or, you know, something.
Well, that's half the day.
I
Yeah,
have
it's 4
9:30
hours,
to
so
1,
she's
one
not
the
person.
stop.
You want me to
Huh?
fill in
It's
the...
actually more than half the event.
Yeah.
Well, it's Brandon's girlfriend. I have to figure out what her real name is.
Brandon.
Brandon Dovney, one of our Boy Scouts, his girlfriend's willing to work, no, not the ticket.
Oh, that's one of the ones I was
Oh.
gonna email, so you
Uh,
can-
Ask
if you
you,
know the
yeah.
time, you could just write it in.
Okay, I'll
Liam-
contact you.
Liam and his friend are
Age?
confirmed for
His
the
name
sojourn.
Yeah.
I don't know, she's super nice though.
Liam is confirmed for the
Yay,
sojourn.
Liam is coming with a
With
friend.
his friend Evan.
Okay, so we got the soda jerks taken care of.
And I will, Steve, I'm gonna email National Honor Society people and see if I can get high school kids from surrounding schools to volunteer for you, so I'll let you know what I get.
Okay.
It's always a little tricky because the SAT, it messes with us that day, it's always the same day.
It would be good if we could have, you know, like the Honor Society guys, if we had some of those, you know, like, high school type volunteers. We had a couple of them assigned as stage hands, you know, like, that way you have one guy that can move tables around with you and stuff, and, you know, that type of stuff. Rather than me go find 2 Boy Scouts to move tables for you. It's good if you have, you know, one that's assigned to you as your assistant that way, and you say, go get that, go do this, go, you know?
What was the name
That
of
would-
William's friend?
Evan. Fallon. Yeah, not that you will probably have extra people, but that's a good point. If you did, like, a job like stagehands in the morning.
Yeah. I have stagehands on the
Oh, you
sheet
do?
deck.
Okay. It's just very small.
All right, so, let's continue on. We tested out, Steve and I had tested out the entire setup for soda stuff. We got it working.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah, you labeled it up.
I
right?
labeled
So that we can
every
just-
part, there's pictures of it, I'm putting together a diagram that will be laminated that we can just put inside of the cooler or
high-tech.
put somewhere, so, you know, if one of us isn't there, it's like, okay, we'll just follow the directions and here's a visual.
And then there are some pieces that we borrowed from Keith.
Yep,
Like
Yep.
there's two tanks,
there's
CO2 tanks?
three tanks,
three kegs.
three
Um,
tanks and 2 kegs, yep.
There's, yeah, 3 tanks of
CO2.
CO2 and 2 kegs.
Yep.
What'll happen is that after, we'll use them for this event, but then we'll just get our own, so that we don't have to,
Mhm.
do it.
How's the soda?
Actually turned out quite well.
Nice.
So don't quit well.
Busy?
Yep.
The
So
water's
you
good?
Yep.
figured out the,
Once we chilled the coils and the water, like, it was very carbonated.
Nice,
Yep.
good. Yeah, that
did
took
you
us-
figure out the mixture properly so we
Yeah.
can teach
In a
Liam?
20-ounce cup, you need to squeeze 3 squirts.
Okay.
Squirts. Squirts, then water,
Yeah.
right? Ice first.
You put the ice, you put the syrup, and then you add the fizzies.
Because it does, it gets good pressure when it comes out, so it's mixing it like
It was
instantaneously.
really good pressure when it was
Yeah.
coming out.
Good.
It was probably the best I'd seen it.
Great.
So when we did it, it worked really well.
Did you use the same hose?
We used his hose when we did it, but I have the hose, it's in the back of my truck.
Do you think that'll, well, actually, it shouldn't impact.
No, it's not gonna impact
Okay.
it. Because the other hose that I have, it's potable water hose, and the pressure downtown Douglas is higher.
Great. Good.
It's gotta be pressure.
But we have a valve that we can control the pressure anyway. Even, we can turn down the pressure if it's too high.
You had gone down to the trailer.
I went down to the trailer. I finished sealing it up, and I built shelves in it, the new one.
When do you sleep?
Huh?
When
He
do you sleep?
doesn't.
I don't. So now it's got shelves in it. There's 6 shelves in it. I kept them spaced pretty well because I don't really know, the size of something that we're putting in, but
You guys still have to go and take the other trailer and take everything out, fix
Yeah.
what needs to be tweaked, and then
we're
put it back
we'll
in.
probably try to do that. Okay.
I saw that on the meeting notes and I said, when? I'm curious as to when we do that.
I did show a photo, but there it is.
This is gonna make, oh, nice. I think this is really gonna make, the afternoon, the breakdown, I think it's gonna make it go a lot better.
Oh, yeah, because we're not trying
It's
to
like a
jam things
jigsaw
in.
puzzle right
Yeah,
now
we
to
have
get
2 of them, we
everything
can spread it out.
That was part of the day for me too, that I really enjoyed, was watching you guys. I know it's a lot of work to break down, but to see you guys piling everything on the trailer, riding on the back of the trailer in the truck, and you're all waving and just hanging on, yeah, that's always fun
Yeah.
to me.
Well, that'll still happen.
Yeah.
It's just the, like a bottleneck is the storage units. Because we wind up dropping everything off there and then it's getting dark and it's a puzzle to try to fit
Yeah.
everything in, and so this way, whatever setup we had going on in the past couple years, we had a couple people stationed there packing up. People,
Mhm.
we had enough runners to drop stuff off, and that worked pretty well.
Huh?
Doing all that. But are we down people this year? Is Dave Brannigan helping?
Dave Brannigan's helping, he called in,
Yes.
yep,
He is?
Yep.
Okay.
we're gonna have him. I don't think we'll have him to help pack up, and he's helping us run all day.
But he won't be there at the end of the day?
No. Hopefully, last year, we had put up, like on Facebook or something, I don't know where it came from, we had put up a request for people to volunteer, and we had people call in, we did have some volunteer.
Yeah.
We had a couple volunteer to help us do that morning, Friday morning, lining the street and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, then we had people sign up to, help put out stages and stuff like that, so.
I'll put a note out.
Mhm.
It's on my, I'll put a note on Facebook and try and get some people.
So what if we took like a screenshot of just the available slots and posted those on the Facebook page, so people could see like what the activity is, the times that are available. We're not exposing the other people that are, you know, already volunteering for those things, or maybe that's a good thing, like to show that there are other people already assigned to other things, but kind of like take this and post it for people to see, because then they get a really good sense too of just how many.
I think Keith has actually done that in the past, post like, hey, we have to fill this thing to make this event run.
Mhm.
And I don't
Yeah,
feel
I
strongly
don't
about
think,
it.
I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna put a picture of that up there.
Okay.
Cause I don't, the people that are on there, I don't think they're gonna want their names blasted all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we kind of list out just, we've got, 15 activities, and we've got 2-hour time slots,
Yeah,
8:30
Yeah.
until 4. Like, what can you do?
We need help Friday morning, right?
that's
Friday
a
morning,
whole
Saturday.
different thing. Like, these right here are the things that we run that day,
Mm-hmm.
okay? I also sent you the task list, you know,
Yeah.
the things that we do on the Friday before,
Yeah.
and the things that we do during the day,
This one,
okay?
Well, aren't you
Now,
organized?
The things that we do during the day on that list are also in there for the schedule, but
Mhm.
they're listed there in like a list order. You
Yeah.
know, people that run bouncies, people that, but the heavy work, like
Right.
moving stage around and setting this up and waiting for
Yeah.
this and waiting for that and doing this and, you know, setting up porta potties or showing the porta potty guy where to set up porta potties and stuff. And, you know, it all takes time and it needs a body there.
Oh, I should take that day off, Friday.
Oh,
I do
totally
too,
love
usually.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Make him buy you breakfast.
He'll
They're
probably
out
try and
with
make
lunch.
breakfast.
Better off with the lunch.
Last
Lunch
year,
too.
I had a group out there. I had 3 or 4 guys, okay? And our beer garden bouncer showed up, okay, to help out. And he bought lunch for everyone. No, that was pretty cool.
And we also got a scout out of the deal too.
And we got a
had
Boy
to-
Scout out of it.
He had to do community service, so we asked for Friday, and Tony and I were bouncing him back and forth. Next thing you know, he liked how this event, got to know us a little bit, because he came back on Octoberfest Day to volunteer. Next thing you know, he joined our scout group, and he is loving it. You should see our little scout. Thank you, I got one.
Okay.
Oh, I got some too. Do I need to fill out a form?
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
What's next?
I'm gonna turn it to a pumpkin.
Prizes. I have a truck full of
Oh, John.
prizes
Really?
for you to take home.
The
Really?
last
Yeah.
of them, unless they're coupons or something else coming in, these are the last physical. You
I
should-
can't park in my garage because of all that stuff.
Well, that's okay, you're really not gonna be able to.
Okay.
You have a giant teddy
Yeah,
bear.
both of these?
Great.
One
Yeah.
for
You have a
24, one for
dinosaur.
40?
Great.
Oh,
You have a dinosaur.
Great.
We have a really
James
cool
do
monkey who's
40.
purple and
How much is
green
this
and.
one?
Christine's got about half of it. No, maybe more. Maybe 2/3.
Already?
Done.
Wow, tell her we said thank you.
Yep. So she was saying she's up to like 100 something prizes, and she did,
Oh, 752.
that last batch is what she did.
752.
There. She didn't do the first batch that I brought home a couple months ago.
Okay.
See, so the way I do it is I number the
So she was saying
receipts,
it's on the
okay,
website
like
right
this. And it's Walmart, right?
Well, the ones that you have coming
And
tonight,
then they're
there's a
both
lot
soda
of stuff
pops,
for the
right?
spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
One
what,
was-
The
One was
stuffies
ice, one was labeled.
this one was
Will go
752,
to,
and this
the
one was
cash queue.
2406,
but we
right?
have to, I wanted to make sure you guys are involved in this part of the conversation. The spinny wheel and the cash cube. A lot of times the cash cube has some adult prizes and a lot of kid prizes. There are times, we did the spinny wheel because we would get balls of wine or something that kids could not win in the cash cube, so that's how that started. Well, now there are times that kids want to spin the spinny wheel to win something. So how do we want to do that so an adult doesn't win something that is like a child?
Okay. Then what would, if you're gonna do kids stuff on the spinny wheel, right? Then you have the way that it works normally is that they spin. It says winner, and then they don't just pick a prize. They have to pick a ticket out that has a number. That number matches a prize. Okay. So you can do 2 bowls of tickets, one for kids and one for adults, right?
Now it's 3, 2 for the spinning wheel and 1 for the cash cube, right?
What do you mean 2 and 1? I don't get the 2 and 1 thing.
So it's 2 sets of numbers for the spinning wheel, an adult set and a child set, and then a third set of numbers for the.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't it just,
My wife has already numbered about 2/3 of what we have so far, so
Did she have any of these though, right?
we haven't done those. Wait, what?
Yeah, these are.
Yeah,
These
please
are the,
try
She
again.
hasn't.
Those are the way you actually write the number on the ticket.
No, she's labeled the prizes with numbers.
Yeah. And then all you have to do is you just
I
gotta.
was gonna ask you, is I can take those and start cutting
Yeah.
at work.
Alright,
So
so,
these are the tickets that you label to match the number of prizes you have, and these go in the cash cube. Right? Remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's got 100 prizes, so you number 1 through 100 here, and then those go in the cash cube. When they pick out one, they get prize number 1 or 2. Or
So
3.
we would simply just have,
In the
actually, it
case,
doesn't matter, the numbers don't matter, you would just have like child,
no, the numbers matter.
other numbers would matter.
Because if you don't do that, okay, when somebody wins the spinny wheel, they sit there trying to figure out which prize they want, and that takes way too long.
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know. Can we just say no?
no children on the
It's
spinny
just an
wheel?
adult game.
I don't care, whatever you think.
I don't care either. So then you put all of the kid stuff in the cash cube.
I would, if you have enough, I would put some adult prizes, as long as it's not alcohol or something, in the cash cube.
A couple of them, a few of them.
So
Yeah,
she'll
put
just,
some in there.
just have her do whatever.
Yeah.
She was pretty good about
Yeah,
doing them, just.
Yeah. okay then.
Although
Okay.
whoever's running those games has to be a little bit more diligent about
Yes.
the prizes that are going out, because there's no point in my wife taking the time that she is to label them if prizes are just getting handed out willy-nilly.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They need to be trained on how to do the games properly.
And,
That's a little bit of the hiccup there is the transition, right? Like,
Yes.
you're training the person at 9 o'clock,
Right.
and they're good until 11,
Yeah.
when they transition, and then
Yeah.
11 o'clock
and
person
then,
comes in, and it's
but then I'm off doing something else, and I don't
Free-for-all.
know the transition happened, you know?
free
And
for
I,
all.
and I get back and I find out that, you know, they gave away half the prizes and they've been there for 20 minutes and they didn't know that they weren't supposed to let people pick. You know, nobody told them that, you know?
Maybe, Steve, maybe if you have those names of who's running Spinny Wheel and Cash Cube,
Mhm.
Tony can get in touch, or Mary can get in touch with them and send them the rules or something ahead of time.
Why can't we make up a
Or you
rules
could
on a
too.
sign and put it right there
I
at the
did.
game?
I did.
We did.
Oh, that worked well.
I mean,
It
why
was-
can't
it
I
was
be
right
there
there.
during those transition times of the first shift to the second shift?
I did. It was right
didn't
there
hear you.
where it said you spin, winners, pick a ticket, okay? Hey,
Problem solved. Steve's gonna tell them at the transition.
Why don't I just go to those
Yeah.
stations during the transition times?
and then you train them, everyone that breaks shift, yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yep,
we go. Problem solved.
yep, problem solved.
Good boy, Steve.
Do I
What's
get a
next?
walkie-talkie?
Yes, you gotta walkie-talkie.
You don't want it.
Yes, you gotta walkie-talkie.
It's like the one ring to rule them all. It's just
Batteries are dead.
It's a heavy burden.
We have to add to his volunteer list that basketball game.
Okay, well, I was working down stuff, so yes.
Let's.
Game on.
Game on. All right,
Put it in the beer garden.
so, we do have a basketball thing. I bought it.
The one I sent you?
No,
You bought a different one.
I bought a different one, but better.
Cool.
Yeah, better than the one that you did.
Let's put it in the beer garden.
Okay.
That's not a terrible idea.
It's actually not a terrible idea. We'll think about that for a minute, okay?
Beer ball.
If we can come up with prizes, then we don't need to put it in the beer garden. Anyway, it's a nice one. I didn't, anyway. We
Does
get
it do score? It keeps score?
Yeah, it's electronic. It keeps score on both sides. And we get a deal on it. Okay, we paid half of what you had, and because the person that bought it works for Wayfair, and you know he ordered it and got a discount and stuff. So it's a pretty nice unit.
Cool.
So,
Great. It's gonna be awesome.
all right, so we bought the basketball thing. Right now it's in the scout hall. I haven't even set it up yet. Oh, I took it apart to.
Yeah,
set
we
it
have to
up.
blow up the basketballs too.
Yeah.
We had to
So that
order
might be
extra.
something that needs tickets?
If we have prizes to do it, then it'll be tickets, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you need prizes. I think you just let people play. It's the same thing we do with trikes. It's no different than trikes or any of the rides.
No, the rides they pay tickets for.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
but you pay tickets to ride the trikes,
Yeah,
and you get a couple laps, and you had a blast,
yeah.
and it was fun. I don't think you need to give away prizes for the basketball thing.
I agree, and kind of like if someone is there playing it, they're probably going to play against someone else,
Mhm.
and they're going to try and beat their score. They're not trying to beat everybody in the play, so
Yeah.
it's not like we have to say, okay, you know, John had 38 points.
I just want to beat Steve.
Right.
And I'm going to pay 5 tickets or whatever to just beat Steve.
Right. And I want him to hold my beer when I beat him, and then I can just kind of tease him. And make fun of
Yeah,
him.
that's right. I think you just charge tickets, let people have fun playing.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get fancy, you could keep like a high score, or you know, even just that's bragging rights, right? High score for the day.
Yeah.
Get your name next to it. Keep it simple.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, we can try that.
How many tickets you want to charge for?
Couple. I wouldn't go, I would,
Two?
3? 2 or 3?
The only thing is, if you put it in the beer garden, then they got to go over to the ticket
Yeah,
booth to get the
that's-
tickets to.
That would be hard.
No, yeah, put it in the,
We'll
not
put-
this year, not this one. When we buy a second one, it'll go in the beer garden.
Now, tickets are 50 cents a piece, remember?
Yeah.
So,
So if you're not giving a prize, then you would do, I don't know, 3 tickets.
3 tickets?
$1.50 per
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
like all of the other concessions, the smallest ticket thing that we do is 3 tickets, so,
Okay.
right?
It's actually winds up being 6 tickets because I think most people are going to want to play.
Against
Well,
someone.
there are
Because- so
teenagers
it's
that walk
actually-
around, or kids walk around by themselves, and they'll just toss. by
But even if
themselves.
it's that, like you can still play
Yeah.
2 people at a time.
Right.
So really, you're getting 6 tickets
Okay.
at a time.
All right then.
Let's see.
We did not order the duck game because we didn't have anyone to man it.
Yeah,
I really wanted the duck
It's the
game.
duck game.
It's a little pool with water, and you have ducks that have matching bottoms. So a child is to go around and try to, if this one has a star on its bottom, you're trying to get the matching star.
Oh.
And you would win no matter what.
That's-
You'd have prizes.
That's it.
that's the one we bought.
And it's got scores. Or does it do the?
Oh,
What?
no, that-
Nope. Nope. You gonna show Steve, or you gonna make it go
I
away?
am, but it just lost it.
Oh, and the ticket booth. You can take credit cards in the ticket booth.
Yeah, see, it's electronic, they just don't have the backboard on it there.
Okay. But it does the
All right, Tony, show
Yep.
Steve.
All right.
Oh, the scoring is right down here in front of you.
Oh, okay.
It's got the sensors up there, but it
Yeah,
scores it
comes down
down
there.
here.
Hey, show Steve.
That'll be fun.
Okay.
We had pictures of adults actually playing it so that we could see it compatible of what
There's-
size it
And
was.
the scoring's right there in front of you.
Mhm.
It's something new, something else for people to do.
The neat part is, I like the way this one folds up.
Is that gonna go underneath like a canopy?
Yeah, it'll go up like underneath and easy up.
Okay.
We have enough easy ups?
No way.
I
it's
have
gonna
enough.
go- An easy up won't go tall enough.
Oh, no, the easy up goes up high. Higher than that.
I don't know
Alright.
if we have enough.
I was just thinking
easy-ups.
because of the electronics, like if this thing gets wet and we lose it after, you know, a couple of hours.
Good call. Cool.
I still haven't found anyone, I've been trying, but I haven't found anyone for the hat table. It's the simplest thing to do for people that need community service. All you do is stand there, sit there, and chat if you
And
want
that-
to.
And that fits into our new activity. We have a new one, our new game.
Hat table's not new.
Hmm?
The hat table's not new.
No, but the basketball thing is.
Okay,
Two different conversations.
yeah, apparently.
Mary was talking about hats.
I know, I was ignoring that.
Oh.
Why do I take this
Get the
abuse?
couch warmed up for him tonight, Mary?
Ah, This truck is looking better and better, I'll tell you.
I can sign my own.
Yep, everybody signs one.
All right, what's next?
Yeah, this young lady wants to go home.
Turn into a pumpkin. That's it? You done?
What's left to do?
Volunteers, get volunteers, get,
Volunteers, fold pamphlets.
well, we gotta organize the pamphlets, then fold them.
Yeah. I need to finish that up.
I'll get you.
You owe me a
I-
bunch of stuff.
I will. I'll get you some.
Okay.
All right, so everyone has their jobs for, Tony's leaving on Sunday, he's gone for a week.
I'm gone for a week. I'm leaving on Sunday.
Doesn't mean you can't send him a text or an email, he only get to it when he can.
Well, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Did you end up doing that
Did you see that look?
camp out on the weekend with the hurricane?
No. No, because we were gonna go to Block Island, but
Right.
the hurricane.
Yeah.
And everything canceled.
Do we want or have a photographer for the day?
I thought,
We used to always
It
have
said it
one.
on here, we did.
yeah, well, it's a remnant. Again, this is draft, remember? And that, I don't know.
Wasn't it?
It was,
Chris
it was Chris
Billinger and Melissa
Billinger
Hadley.
and Melissa Hadley.
I think Keith had usually called them to, do we pay them?
I get Chris Billinger's email.
Why don't you send him a note?
Yep.
And I don't,
Yep.
find out if we paid him or not. I think we did.
Huh?
I think we paid him.
No, not Chris, we didn't.
We didn't?
Nope.
Okay. Thought we did, but maybe not.
Nope. He did some aerial shots from.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did some fantastic shots, yeah.
And
Those are great, and I want the,
Yeah.
what do you call them?
I'll ask him if he'll
What's
do
up,
it.
vendors?
Yeah, yes, that.
The event, parade.
Yeah, I don't know what they
yeah,
call it. They have, like, weddings and
puppets,
all
all of it.
You want videos of
No, I want pictures of the
the event happening?
What's that called at a wedding? They call it.
Remember
photographer.
Jessica Lavina or something?
Yeah, she had done photography for us.
She retired?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if she just wanted to be enjoying the event or not. I don't know.
Well,
I can
she
reach out.
was doing it until something else
Some-
came up and she
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So then we got Chris to do it.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, maybe she's available, maybe Chris is available, whoever, we'll find somebody.
Okay. Do you want one or two?
At least one, if two works also,
Why don't you start with Chris? See how we do.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forwarded you a couple of emails.
All right, I'll get
Vendor
them when I
stuff.
go home.
They say Keith's name, but it's me.
All right.
I just haven't. He gave me the email address. I sent you maybe one or two emails. Forwarded you one or two as well. Move to adjourn.
Second?
Right?